What's good out there, Team J3? Your boy is back in the building. I got the homie here, Sad Lil Ward right here, aka.
What up? I've been on the road, man, ripping and running, man, but I'm back in town, ready to rock with y'all.
Go ahead, let him know who he is. Even though you ain't been officially knighted into the Justice League, but he said he wanted to be somebody in the Justice League. Go and let him know.
You know what? Y'all can vote. You know what I mean? Jerry tried to put me on a red tornado, man, but he looked dope in a comic book, but he is C-League, you know what I mean? I don't think I'm C-League. I think I'm A-list, you know what I'm saying? So starting with the A, we're gonna rap Aquaman. I think cause I'll tell you like this, man. Aquaman, I got that flow. My words flow like the water. I can talk to the fishes, talk to the, you know what I mean? So
some say that'd be crazy.
Aquaman.
All right, so my boy Sad Lil Ward, aka Aquaman. I am the Batman. So we got this. Today's a special day. I know. Look, I know Team J3, man. I've been busy. I know I told you guys. You guys follow me on Twitter. You know I hit you guys up, let you guys know what's up with me. But I've been real busy. But they dropped the All Eyez on Me teaser trailer number 2.
What?
Came out 2 days ago. I wanted to get on it, but I was really busy. But today is the day Biggie passed. Well, Biggie was killed.
Yeah, March 9th, man. Baby.
Biggie Smalls.
God bless the dead, man. Shout out to Biggie Smalls, his family, the whole Wallace family. You know what I mean?
One of the illest, some could say one of the illest rappers ever touched the mic. One of the best freestylers.
Yeah, for sure. I seen some crazy stuff, man. One time, on his first song before the album dropped called Party and Bullshit.
Yeah.
They did this thing where they be like in the middle of the song where they go and a fucking, I don't know, I can curse.
Yeah, you do your thing.
And a fight broke out. And then you hear it on the song, right?
Yeah.
So when you first seen Biggie and Puffy perform the song, they would have their friends in the audience stage a real fight. And they'd be like, what? Somebody be like the Malcolm X when he was like, somebody got your hand in my pocket?
Yeah.
So a big fight would break out in the middle of the song.
That's dope.
And everybody in the whole club would start running for the door, and then the dudes that was in the fight would be like, party, and like before they start really swinging on each other, they start jumping up and down. Everybody, it had your heart like this.
Get you pumping.
So Puff, man, Diddy and them was marketing like crazy back then. Can you imagine thinking it's about to be a crazy fight, and then the people start dancing? It was a classic hip hop moment, man. That's from that point on. And he had the CDs. He had Craig Mack and Biggie Smalls. So he put the CDs in some fake Big Mac boxes he bought. Okay. So it said Big Mac, yeah. Craig Mack, and Biggie Smalls. That's yeah. Dope. So the CDs came in a box.
See that, kids? The more you know. I didn't know that though. That's real shit. I like that.
Can I tell you one more thing?
Go ahead. I mean, you talking to them, man.
It's March 9th. You know what I mean? We gotta celebrate.
You know, even though this is a Tupac, but you know, it has a lot to do with hip hop, man. So
you know what? They was. I know Tupac was a. I don't know what Biggie was. I know Tupac was a Gemini, and I feel like it was that almost like that Cain and Abel, because they was close like brothers, and then they became enemies. And a lot of times, even in Tupac movie Juice, his main homeboy became his enemy. You know what I mean?
Juice was a cold movie. That fool Tupac played his damn self, man.
Juice is one of the movies you could watch when you was young. You could watch it over and over and over.
I still watch that shit. Dude.
I could watch it.
I got it. Actually, I got it in there. But let's get into this teaser trailer. I know that's what y'all want to see, and then we can talk more about Tupac, Biggie, stuff like that.
All right, that sounds great.
Let's get into this thing right now. This thumbnail, he kind of look like Tupac, like if he got socked in the face and his face was a little swollen for a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? Kind of look like him though.
This the guy from the Straight Outta Compton movie?
Nah.
I heard they used 3 different guys in that little clip.
Get your hands off my pants! Son, this ain't just about you.
Baltimore.
Like all black men, you have a bullseye on your back. They are gonna come after you and everything you love. They are gonna give you the tools that you need to destroy yourself. Above all else, to thine own self, be true.
I want to see this shit though.
Wow. Let's get it.
You said, and I quote, if they kill me, I want the people to know the real story.
I'm still a little shaky on it, G. But I'll talk about it later on this. But what you think, man? What's good?
Well, casting. First thing to grab you with a movie like that, it's a lot of unknowns, you know what I mean? So casting gonna get me. The mom is casted on point, seem like. And Jada is casted on point. That looked like a young Jada. I'm not feeling the boy Gravy from Notorious.
Yeah.
You know when he lost me in the Notorious where he go up to Faith and he be like boom boom boom. I'm like, learn how to beatbox, bro.
I helped him too one time, right? I remember I worked at Circuit City I worked at Circuit City when that movie came out, and he came in there, right? And that fool bought an Acer's computer, like nigga.
Acer?
You didn't get no money, my nigga. Like you broke, nigga. And he had these tight jeans.
I got $159. I want a laptop.
My nigga's wide on top and skinny ass legs, bro. It was funny though, but I like that they put the same dude that played in Notorious though.
Okay,
that's kind of cool though. It kind of
I ain't like him in Notorious. Look, I feel like he too light to play Biggie. To be honest with you, I wanted to see Gorilla Zoe or someone of them. You know what I mean? Well, like one of them dudes play.
But can
Biggie.
they act though? That's the thing.
Can he act though?
But I mean, he probably better than them though.
Yeah, I guess he carried his part. But I would like, you see what they did to Forrest Whitaker in Last King of Scotland?
Yeah.
Alright, so make him look like Biggie. So hook him up, darken him up a little bit, throw him down the Bahamas for a couple days. Give me that real authentic Biggie, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll put you on that.
Black, ugly as ever. However, I stay coochie down, you know what I mean? To the socks.
You know more than they did on The Band. You ever seen that show, The Band?
Make it the Band.
Remember Puff Daddy's like Rap Juicy?
Oh,
and
yeah.
they couldn't do it. What kind of shit is that?
Crazy.
But anyway, man, see how we get on this Biggie shit. But Tupac, I want to watch this shit. I want to take a look at. I want to see what they're gonna do with this biopic. By far, the best biopic I've seen was The New Edition. Did you watch that?
Hands down. That might be competing for
that's the
best movie of the year, almost damn near.
That's the best biopic I've ever seen. Like straight up, that shit was on point. Michael Bivins made sure that shit was on point. I'm a little sketchy on this because they wanted John Singleton to do this movie.
John Singleton was like, that's my friend, and y'all not repping him right, I'm gonna walk away from this.
And I respect all of John Singleton's work. So by him walking away from this makes me feel like this is gonna be another Straight Outta Compton. Even though it might be good, but it's gonna lie about so much, and it's gonna tell you the bad shit that you want to hear, not the good shit that you need to see. That make any sense?
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like, because I'm watching it and I'm just seeing shots of things that we know of Tupac, but not the things we need to know of Tupac. You got the Biggie shot. You got his mama talking about Black Panther and Black Power. We already know that about Pac.
Right.
We got the Jada. We already know he grew up with her.
Right.
You know what I mean? We got the Suge Knight, them sitting at the table. We already know about that. That's cool. But I want to know Tupac. And that's what the Michael Bivins, that New Edition gave me a lot of that shit.
He'd be like, the dude came in, the choreographer dude be like, y'all looking soft.
Yeah.
Like little things like that. But you know what they did with the New Edition movie? They interviewed it was like an interrogation.
Yeah.
They interviewed every member individually and then collectively decided what was the truth and what was being swayed a little bit. And with this, it's only, I guess you would have to interview everybody around them.
Mama died. Once they died, they was like, that's a
But they was making this movie before that.
She wouldn't like that. She wouldn't say go to that. She said nah. And
wow.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, bruh. But that's the only thing. Like, he looks like a Tupac. I feel like it might be interesting. But when John Singleton walked away, man, and John Singleton is one of the dopest directors I ever know, and I respect John Singleton to the max. Cause to tell you the truth, he ain't did no wrong.
John Singleton office still on Crenshaw. Like, he kept it 100. You know what I mean? So if he said he didn't feel like they was repping him right. That's scary to me.
That made me feel like this gonna be Hollywood.
This is important.
This is an important figure in the hip hop universe. It's just how you feel about Notorious. He wasn't represented right. Lil' Kim wasn't. Not even you personally. It's a trash movie. Come on, man. Papa Doc, he played Tupac in there. You see what I'm saying? Anthony Mackie. It was just like, this is, and I like Anthony Mackie.
Falcon.
Yeah, but it's like, bruh, you know, Lil' Kim wasn't right. It didn't make you feel right. Like when you watch a biopic, y'all, on some real shit. When you watch that, you want to look at that actor and like, this nigga is this guy.
Who did the dude from Empire play in
Michael Bivins.
He played Biv, right? Biv.
But he was on point.
And you could see him, you know, he shadowed Big for a little bit. I don't know.
They did the music videos in the fucking movie.
Right.
That was dope. I ain't never seen no shit like that. They was actually singing the songs.
Every biopic after that, they need to go back and study how they did that. They need to consult with the directors and all that other stuff, man, because that movie, that biopic was the best one I've seen.
And you know, and it's crazy because we're talking about this, but we're kind of comparing. We're trying to get you guys to feel how we feel about this. It's crazy how that third act, you could tell it was a little light because they couldn't get the copyrights for Whitney Houston. That was a big part of that whole story.
Ooh.
You can tell. You only saw the back of her head. Like, you can tell it was certain shots. But that's how I feel about this Tupac movie. The more I see, the more trailers, I'm still amped. It's still part of me that's like, I want to see this Tupac story. But I feel like I'm going to watch the shit that I already know, and they're going to add on shit to put more drama in. It's like it's going to be a drama-filled movie and not a drama-filled movie in the positive way.
You know, the problem is, Pac was the type of dude. See, I like Biggie's music, but Pac was the type of rapper. Well, I feel like if I never met Pac, you feel like you know him.
Yeah.
You feel like he your neighbor, he your homeboy, he's somebody you went to high school with.
He don't feel like a celebrity.
He don't feel like he stays so close to the people. And he feel like he talking directly to you through that microphone, whether he's spitting at the camera or he mad. He had us on his side. I know what you mean.
It's kind of like how I feel with Andre 3000. When I hear this nigga spit bars, bruh,
in the ski boots,
I'm just like, bruh, I'm there with you.
Okay.
I feel you. That's how I feel about Tupac. That's why when you listen to Tupac, you can listen to Tupac in any mode, cause he is like a brother. He can switch. I remember somebody said, they told me they didn't like Tupac. Tupac's a hypocrite. 1 minute he a gangster, 1 minute he talking about Black Power. He's an entertainment, bruh.
Right. But that's the thing with Pac though. He could
go anywhere.
He could contradict himself because, you know, on Tuesday you might be feeling this girl, and then you see her the next day when you go in school, in high school. You see her the next day, you don't even speak to her. That's how people are, man. You might wait. He know how he felt about the world. And some days he want to have a little fun, spend a little money, pop some champagne, do a wild
like he was an old man.
And the other day he wake up and be revolutionary. Like let's.
He still was a young man,
still growing, man. He didn't get a chance to become who he could have been. I think he would have been one of our biggest leaders. You know what I mean?
I think he would have been probably one of the biggest actors in Hollywood.
Even more than acting.
The boy could act, bruh. The boy could act.
Well, he was classically trained too, right?
He was on another level, man. Tupac is probably one of the most innovative individuals ever. Wow. No one would ever. It's crazy when you hear these young rappers come out and they disrespect the game like that, like Biggie and Pac, like they're better rappers, and you hear the garbage they speak out their fucking mouths, and they have fucking dreadlocks and fucking. And I'm not disrespecting people with dreadlocks, but I'm giving an image of what these motherfuckers look like. And they look like they ain't worth 2 dead flies smashed, and they have the audacity to disrespect this man and even Biggie Smalls. Even though me being a Biggie fan myself, but I've seen and heard other rappers on the East Coast who will destroy Biggie Smalls, and a lot of them are part of that Wu-Tang Clan. Some cold bars, man. Them niggas.
Yeah,
some cold bars, bruh.
Oh man, but you know what? If you dig into all the rumors around Pac and like that was swirling, like Pac took this personal, or he didn't take that personal, or somebody ran to him and said this, like Pac had a lot of people running back in his ear telling him stuff. That verse was about you. I know it was, or this, that, and the third, man. So like, I could spend an hour on the internet just looking up Pac stuff. So like, they got a lot of. This dude, the director for this is Benny Boo, and I went to film school with Benny, and I grew up with Benny, and I knew I was around Pac at the time, and I don't remember Pac or Benny I've never seen them together, but Benny does know a lot of people in hip hop from Diddy all the way down, so I'm sure that he could get firsthand information. It wasn't I don't think it was a John Singleton relationship, but I guarantee you, Benny is gonna feel. he was a video director. Nick Quested, like Little X was behind Hype Williams. A lot of ideas that Hype did was Little X, but a lot of ideas some of the other video directors did. Benny was on set, like coming up with stuff. So this is a director that knows film, that respects the culture, and loves the music. I think Benny was almost like in a group called Channel Live. That's his squad. So let's see if Benny could pull it off. I know he's feeling that pressure, and he used to rap himself. So you got a director that used to rap. So I'm sure he's gonna do his best. But he's not a director like John Singleton, meaning he gotta take the job. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I might have to do stuff in my job I don't necessarily like. They give him the script.
Situation where it's kind of like, this ain't what I want to do, but if I say no,
I might not get this opportunity again.
What would you do in that situation? Let's keep it 100. Like, what would you do? Personally, I ain't gonna lie, G. I mean, money's always good, but my ego, my reputation's better.
Right, but you won't have a reputation if you don't take a big movie like this. For him, I don't know what the last movie he did SWAT. I don't know what the last movie he did was this. Oh, he did Next Day Air.
That was a funny movie though. That shit was funny, nigga. Mike Epson. That was a funny movie.
But that's been a little while. So he need this lick to help establish him, recreate his relationships.
But what if this shit flops, bro?
Ooh.
Then there you go. You still at square one. You would have been better off not even taking that shit.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's why I think it ain't about the money to me.
It's funny the name is called All Eyez on Me after the album, because all eyes is gonna be on this whole cast, the crew, everybody. This actor.
I don't think we can even blame the director on this. I think the studio would be number one to blame at this, even if the story's not told right, because there's a lot of cast gonna come out the woodworks on this one.
Right.
Just like they did with Straight Outta Compton. Like a lot of people was looking at me like, man, Straight Outta Compton, man, you even though I gave it a high grade because it was entertaining, I liked Eazy-E in there, man. This shit was tight, but it was a lot of shit missing. It was a lot of shit. Like, bruh, are you serious? 213, Nate Dogg, man. Warren G, Snoop Dogg. They didn't even talk about them, bruh.
Right.
It was Snoop Dogg was like, his old boy off of Atlanta, Darius. He played Snoop Dogg. He's like, yeah, what's up with this? I like this, yeah. And that was it. But nigga, what about Warren G? He the one brought you here.
Real talk.
There was Corrupt, no Rage, no Daz Dillinger, bruh. Like, there wasn't nobody. It was some stud bitch in the corner with dreadlocks with a gun. Who is this?
Right.
Like, and Dr. Dre getting bold, talking shit to Suge? Nigga, please.
Even all the way out in New York, we would hear crazy stories. I mean, crazy stories about how things would go down out here on the West Coast, man. And they left a lot of stuff out. They say history is written by the people who win the war. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So we might not never get that. All of that, man, unless somebody write a book. Man,
I heard Suge Knight had so much blackmail on niggas. Like, he had tapes. A lot of these bitches in Hollywood right now that's famous, then they got tapes of them getting flipped and tossed and all kind of shit. There's a lot of niggas hate him for a reason. I heard he got a lot of shit out there, man.
For real?
I was like, wow, that's crazy. I believe it. Cause bitches do anything for $1. But yeah, man, it looks interesting. I just pray it is not that mainstream bullshit. And I know it won't be a John Singleton movie, but I want to see it. Hands down, want to see this shit. I don't know, man. It doesn't feel right.
Okay.
It doesn't feel right. It doesn't like the more I'm watching it, the more I hear about it. They're not giving any good press. They're not promoting it. This is a Tupac movie.
Who is the when does it drop?
We don't know.
Oh wow. All right, and what's the studio?
I don't know.
Where's the studio? Just find that out, because regardless, I'm there first day one, or if it drop on a Wednesday,
right.
If it drop on a Friday, I'm gonna get a Wednesday sneak preview. Like I'm gonna see it. Everybody's gonna see it. Nobody. I don't think it's one of the movies like. For me, it's one of the movies like, unless you're boycotting it, it's like Transformers. Mm-hmm. No matter how it look, day one, I'm in the theater just because that's what I do.
It's a release 2017.
All right, so they don't have a slot yet set up.
And that's some bullshit because they had it released like last August.
I can't wait. Here's the thing. The thing about the New Edition movie was that you got to listen to the whole soundtrack.
Man, that shit was tight.
And Tupac was on a few different labels, right? So clearing them samples might be a lot of work.
Like, are they gonna show? See, this is the one thing they're not showing the Digital Underground in this. They're not showing.
You don't know? They might.
That would be probably one of the main things you show.
I remember in New York, you can get your hands on the script and read the script from front to back. I read Notorious before Notorious dropped and was like, oh, this is gonna be crazy. You know what I mean? Because they give it to the different actors to study their lines, and then one copy might end up in Kinko's somewhere.
I do have Baby Boy. I got Baby Boy script. I got the script.
If somebody got that script, let us know, man. Email us the script so we can read it before it come out. You know what I mean? Put it in the comments, DM it or something. You know what I mean? Send it. Because I want to read it. But I like the mom. I like Jada, but I didn't see anything like you said that maybe Digital Underground isn't it? You never know. You know what I'm saying? That's
when he was like in a group. So
I could have played Money B. They should have put me in a movie. I could have been Money B.
I think that's a part of Tupac that a lot of people won't know about. We only know about Thug Life, Gangster, but when he was with Digital Underground, it was all about fun and partying. What was that experience like?
Right.
You know, that's late 80s, early 90s to the right there. Before he said, fuck that, I'm gonna go do my own thing. What made him do that? Where was that change? That's what I want to see. I think they're gonna bypass all that shit.
Even when Sex Packet came out, they had a turquoise.
Sorry guys, if y'all too young, man. We talking about hip hop, man. That's how this shit is.
When Sex Package dropped, he had a turquoise vinyl sticker that he was giving out, and I remember him saying, "Yo, dude, like I'm not gonna be on this." He was a backup dancer for Digital Underground, and they got a lot of burn on a lot of different songs, like in the Kiss Me Back video, things like that. But he was quick to tell you, pull you to the side. This happened to me personally, and say, "Look, man, I got some whole nother other mess I'm coming out with. B, it's nothing like what we doing over here. No disrespect to what they doing, but it's gonna be called Tupacalypse. Tupacalypse now was you know what I mean?" And I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, and it ain't nothing like what we doing over here with Digital Underground. It's completely different. I'm gonna change everything. You know what I mean? I'm gonna push it. And it was the middle of Digital Underground. He always had that plan. He always had that plan to go solo and do his own thing. So now the world is on board. I wonder now this actor right here, he wasn't in Straight Outta Compton?
Nah, it was another nigga looked just like Tupac. Like spot on.
Right.
He looks like swollen.
I thought I hope he could pull off that charisma that Pac had. You know what I mean?
I don't feel it from him.
Not yet.
And that's a bad thing. If you can't feel it on a trailer sometime, that's a bad sign.
Well, I didn't see I would have liked to see the wilding out Pac. You know what I mean? Angry. You know what I mean? It's gonna come down to the ferociousness and the rage and the compassion and the humility that Pac felt. If he could pull that off, then the movie would be great.
I don't think he's gonna do that, G. I think he just a look, man. I think that's what they went with. The studio said, let's get a guy that look like him, put him in a high top. We're gonna put him out there.
It was funny to see him in the old haircut, right?
Yeah, just throw him out there, and then we're gonna put some glasses on him, get a nose piercing, and call it a day.
Now he from Baltimore. That was Baltimore. I think we saw in the trailer.
Tupac, I think he is from Baltimore.
Okay, then New York, then Oakland, right? Then LA. Wow, that's kind of crazy. He did live in LA when he wasn't on that lady couch. I think he lived in LA right at the end.
Well, because before he died, he was in LA.
So it's crazy that he was originally from East and wanted to rep the West the hardest. You know what I mean?
Real shit. Well, it's because he felt like the East betrayed him, I think, in a sense. And I would like to see Tupac's story is so complex that it shouldn't just be a movie. It needs to be a 5-part series, 2 hours each.
I think when they greenlit this, that wasn't the norm. Now we had the Braxtons and we had this and that, and now people see it. But I could really do a mini series. What's it called when they do like 4 days in a row?
Prime time?
No, like what was it? It was a biopic, but it was a What was New Edition? Over several nights.
Yeah.
What is that called? Did you say the miniseries? Like OJ versus the people or whatever?
That was a miniseries, yeah.
Yeah, they could. His lifetime was so long. They could. His career was.
His life was so short, but the things he did was so long, so in depth and detailed and positive and negative at the same time. Like the nigga went to jail for rape, got out, signed to death row, did some hits, smashed this bitch, had beef, went and did some movies with tight nose, went and put his tongue down Janet Jackson's throat, got her all feeling funny. You know what I mean? Then he was in school. He grew up in Black Panther mentality. He was a militant. He was on some other shit. He thought he was smart as fuck in school. A+ student, just on some other shit. Mama on drugs. Seeing his dad not being around. Coming in, finding how to write. One of the best poetic writers in the world. And going to do it. This nigga life was. He died at what, 24 or something like that?
He did more in a little bit of time than most of us did in a long time.
Can you imagine what like you if you and you can't put a time limit on that. Not like 2 hours, man.
Right.
They gonna take out the I'm telling you, I feel it. I'm calling it right now. This will not be a true Tupac movie. These trailers are telling me that this is gonna be bullshit. And
you need a Godfather. You need at least 3 hours to get this scratch the surface.
You need this motherfucker was deep. He was deep. He had a lot to him, man. And like you said with the New Edition to soundtrack, I need a soundtrack. I don't want samples. I want to see him on that bus when he decided to write this song. He's sitting there writing and he's rapping that shit out. I want to see him in the studio rapping that shit. I want to feel like this guy is Tupac. This world is long overdue for Tupac. And I want people to feel what we felt when we first heard him.
Yeah, because everybody missed Pac so much.
Yeah.
You get 2 hours to Tupac, it's like, it's a movie it should be a movie you want to see over and
like
over.
Like NWA should have never been a 2 hour movie. They rushed the fuck out that third act. Bruh, there was so much beef and hatred between that shit. Dr. Dre over there slapping women and shit. Getting drunk, being abusive. Let's talk about that shit. That's the shit you want to know about. Let's see how deadbeat of a person he really is. How cold he is to everybody else and why niggas don't like him. Why he rich. If you gonna tell the truth, tell the truth. Give me a biopic. They show Bobby Brown, didn't give a fuck. Yeah, I was doing cocaine at like 16, nigga. I was high as fuck. I don't give a fuck. That nigga quit on the team. And he the one started New Edition. I started this shit. And he let people know. Bruh, it was so like I keep going back New Edition because New Edition was really a masterpiece. Best biopic I've ever seen. Beside, you know what? I'm gonna say biopic on television because Walk the Line. What's the movie?
Walk the Line, Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash. Now that was a good one.
Yo, Johnny Cash was a good one too.
Johnny Cash was a good one.
Folsom Prison scene.
That was a good biopic, but that had a lot of money behind it.
You know, Ray wasn't bad either though.
Ray was good. Ray was good. But see, they had money.
And they covered a long. They went from he was 3 years old all the way up.
Yeah, but see, and you gotta look at it. Ray Charles wasn't as depth as Tupac though.
And we don't know either. Like
he don't know. He couldn't see half that shit.
We seen Pac's story unfold. If it was, I'm sure some bull blues singers like, I didn't tell the real Ray Charles story.
That nigga just sucked my dick and crack, nigga.
Oh,
Ray, get your blind ass on the ground, give me some head, nigga. Well,
what? How Jamie Foxx do it?
But Jamie Foxx did play the shit out that motherfucker. He was cold.
Jamie Foxx is a thespian. Like, he earned respect after that.
Jamie Foxx is the best imitator in Hollywood. No one can ever top this nigga. No one. And I always say that he's not a good actor. He's a great imitator. If you can let that nigga imitate you, you're gonna win.
Did you see that pianist where he played the
and he imitated shit up this nigga.
The homeless.
Did you ever see him?
Juilliard?
He's really alive. He's still alive.
For real?
Yes. Bruh. Oh my god. He was at the premiere
of the movie.
Right. And he had his kid. He has like family with him because like they got him. Like he got his family.
Okay.
And Jamie Foxx to the T was just like that nigga. These little cameras start talking about George Washington and shit.
This shit got
George Washington was on the court because he got a movie about me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, go move on, get on the camera.
For real?
Yes, man.
I gotta Google that.
He's a schizophrenic.
Ooh, man.
But Jamie Foxx played shut this nigga, and he made me believe the nigga was that nigga. That's what I want to feel. When you see biopics, man, it's like when I watched the TLC one, it was so cheesy. It was trash. I didn't even watch the Aaliyah because Aaliyah is so dear to my heart. I knew they weren't gonna do it right.
Yeah, but didn't they not have the rights to any of the music to Aaliyah? And they
Bruh,
music?
Wendy Williams didn't even know Aaliyah. Like, come on, man. Like, I just hope this is good. But I don't think it will be.
I think it's gonna be good. Well, no. Okay.
I think we're gonna like it, but then we're gonna have a lot of gripes with it. Like, bruh, they really did not tap on anything. They rushed it. First, this movie lets me know the main guts of this whole movie is the climactic scene is when he gets shot. That's what they're gonna be leading up to. And as a matter of fact, this movie might start with him in the car before he gets shot and see his life pass behind his eyes.
One of those.
Like,
how many times we seen that in Hollywood? The white pull up in a white car, look out the in the BMW.
He like this. Here, look, it'll be just like this. They gonna be sitting there. You gonna be like, yeah, and they gonna have that old school Grand Theft Auto shot. That shot when you look down. Mm-hmm. You gonna be sitting there and you gonna look at the car. It was like that moment.
Everything speed backwards. I hope it ain't that. If it's that,
oh shit, I think it's gonna be that.
It ain't gonna be that. It ain't gonna be that.
I think it's gonna be that. Bro. Oh my gosh, he gonna get shot in the car. And gonna have a funeral at the end of the movie, and that's gonna be the end of the movie.
I wonder. Is that what the fans? Do the fans want? Like for us as fans, you want to see the person, you miss the person. As the family and the people that really knew him, they probably don't want it to see it, right? Is that what the problem was with the John Singleton stuff?
No, I think John Singleton said they wouldn't make this nigga real enough.
Let me call Ronan and see if he read some articles. Ronan, what is the articles going on with the chaos? So, he said it wasn't real enough, huh?
It wasn't real enough. That ain't Tupac. Tupac in your face. He wasn't real. They wanted to be soft. They want to make Hollywood. And that's what Hollywood's known for, man. They always doing that same shit. Always the same deal. But I think it'll be cool, but at the same time, I think it's going to be a nice C+ film.
I wonder how he met Digital Underground.
It's a lot of shit, man. Tupac development wasn't Death Row. Tupac development is between the ages of like probably 15 and 19, like 20. That's when that core of him came out, and you want to see it. You know, he grew up with Jada Pinkett. You know what I mean? And you want to see that. You want to see what molded him in that.
Didn't at the end, towards the end, did he do a movie with like Jim Belushi or one of them? Like the acting started.
What was it? It was called Hurt. It was his last one. I think Jody know that shit. I can't remember it right now.
I wonder.
What was it? It was.
He had to do his IMDb and see what movies he did.
I forgot. I can't even think of it right now. This is the one when he stabbed old boy with the damn toenail clippers when they had to go to the hospital and shit. You know, I remember it because it was a tight movie. It was him and that white boy. I can't even think of the fucking title right now. I'm bad at that shit.
You did Tupac IMDb?
Yeah, I'm just going on right here.
They did that movie with Chevy Chase in the beginning. That was the first movie it dropped the summer before Juice dropped. Then when Juice dropped, yo,
Gridlock.
That's Jim Belushi. Bullet. That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, Bullet, and he had Gridlock. That's the one that happened. Yeah, I was thinking Hurt Locker because long story, but because Papa Doc.
New World, the leader of the free world. Tupac.
Clarence. Nigga destroyed that shit.
Bunny Rabbit.
Above the Rim was good. Good. Poetic Justice. Juice was the best, nigga. That was his shit.
I used to watch Juice every day after school.
Juice now, man.
My mother cleans the silverware at my house. He's like, you know what? People, what did he say? Last time you called me crazy?
You know, watching that movie, it was like Tupac. It's like, you're right, man. It's like you knew him, because even his mom was broke in that movie. He was the broke one out the group.
I think his dad, he put that money in his dad. Was his mom or his dad's pocket?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, that movie was heavy. It wasn't heavy for the time, but just overall, the acting was great.
And he played just like it is in Baltimore and New York. It was the same way. It was the same way. I love that movie. They better never, ever make a remake of that shit.
Ooh, you better stop talking about it before they start. Somebody home like, ooh, new script.
Wait. Oh shit, Jay said nothing to do it.
Starring Childish Gambino.
If they do that, that's a problem. Childish better never take that role. And I better not see no what's his name? ASAP Rocky ever try to play a thug again. He did that shit in that movie Dope. Oh my god. I was like, nigga, stop it. Zoe Kravitz, get out of here. You're not from Inglewood, bro. I went to Inglewood High. You're not from Inglewood. I didn't go to Inglewood High. I got kicked out of that, but I went to, Hillcrest High.
Hey, you know who did go to Inglewood High?
Paul Pierce?
I mean, who is from? Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Tessa Thompson, the chick from Creed. She from Inglewood.
Yeah. Did you say that? Every time I see her in a movie, she looks very familiar. Cause I lived in Inglewood for like 10 years.
Inglewood.
Yeah, she
City of Champions.
She looks familiar. Like, you kind of drove by. Yeah, man. Yeah, I went to Hillcrest continuation school.
Where the whole league came together. We always talk about y'all in high school together.
The Justice League?
Or you and Jody live across the street.
Me and Jody lived across the street.
That's like Ice Cube and Dre's story.
It's crazy because we all knew each other in a different time.
From football?
Nah, from just school. Like, me and Jody went to elementary school together, but we didn't hang with each other. You see niggas on the basketball court, you see people like that. And Flash _2 and Ryder, they were branched back and forth. But I played baseball in middle school with Flash _2 and Ryder.
Who was garbage?
We all were. None of our teams were winning. I can catch. I got long arms. Always can catch, but my team would never win because we had twin brothers who were pitcher and third baseman, and they had a bat. They always fought the bat catcher. Niggas will fight in the middle of the damn game. Nigga, you drop the ball. They start fighting. We never win the game. We never win. And
you're ready.
And then Bleak lived in the same building as Flash _2 and C. Smith went to middle school with Flash, and I met C. Smith in 9th grade in geometry class, and we always been cool.
Fahrenheit.
And Fahrenheit was the cat that was in high school. Him and Bleak went to school together. It's crazy, like that's how him and Bleak went to like middle school together. And Fahrenheit knew Joseph, I think in English, knew him in English class or something like that.
Okay.
It was crazy. It's all over the place, but we all came together. Pokemon, shout out to that game. Literally, Pokemons will put everybody together.
For real?
Because I was in a PE field and Jody was playing Pokemon against this fat kid named Christian. And I was like, y'all play Pokemon? He was like, yeah. I was like, I got a Game Boy. Came back the next day, and he was like, where you live at? I was like, I live on Nicolette. He was like, oh, I'll stay across the street. I'm like, ever since. It was like 14. Little kids, man. But yeah, man.
So that's how they met. We gonna learn. Hopefully, we learn how Digital Underground met.
See? Yeah, and even that story right there, that's deeper than I think they're gonna give us.
No.
Nigga, you know how much shit happened around that time?
Unless the studio
got stories.
Unless the studio is I definitely want to hear some stuff I don't know.
They're not even pushing a release date, bro. This shit might go straight to DVD.
No, they can't do that.
They not doing no theater. They not doing none of that shit. They not talking.
One day, like a month or 2 months ago, didn't you say it was out? Like it was
It
like
was supposed to, bruh. It said at the Magic Theater, man. It was like August, October, or something.
it was on the marquee.
Yup, you could have bought a ticket.
Something like that, and then
It wasn't there. We went to go watch it. No, we ain't got no. It's online. No one knows this movie gonna be released. If you know when the release date is, put in the comments down below. But that's enough with this one, man. Let's get on some other shit, man. We got some stuff to talk about before we get too Lizzie. But nice to have you, bruh.
I was glad to be back. You know what I mean? In effect,
It's my boy Aquaman right here. Hope you guys enjoyed the discussion. That's how we do on J3 Entertainment. We keep that shit as real as possible because that's what we do. We like to talk about shit, man. Make this 1 minute clip turn to an episode.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But tell me what you guys think about this clip. Tell me what you think about this new movie Tupac. You think it's gonna be successful? You think it's gonna be dope? You think it's gonna talk about everything?
With Thug Life at, with 50 N-words. Let's see what y'all gotta say.
Do you think it's gonna be like what I feel? You know what I mean? Tell me, write in the comments down below. Let us know what's good. And if you guys stay, you know what to do. Put that J3 out at the bottom, man. Let me know who's out there, because I really appreciate you guys for staying around, man. That shit means a lot to me. You know what I mean? Some cats like to just click and go, and they can keep going. But you know, the real Team J3 can stay here with this. But yeah, man, like this video, subscribe to J3 Entertainment. Shout out to all the subscribers out there. Team J3, we on the win for that one. All right, I'm out. J3 out.